Shall we play a game?
I'm back. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good Christmas or wonderful holidays or whatever. And hope we're getting ready for a crazy new year. Yeah, so it's gonna be. If you think the previous years have been wild, it ain't over. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't over. Anyway, I'm back. Playing Rise of Castles. Surprise, surprise. I kind of hooked on it. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this new event coming up. Something chaos, something. So let's. Oh, see, I picked the wrong one. That'll work. Sorry about that. Let's do this. Where'd it go? Hopefully the volume's still set up correctly to do this. I probably ought to keep it charged so it doesn't quit on me in the middle of the stream. Might be able to hear it a little bit. I have it turned down on the game settings. But the sound effects are still cranked, so you'll hear other noises. That's the game. Let's see. Let's help our friends. You want to help our friends? So yeah, this new event. Okay, start off with, if you had alliance buildings, command centers, towers, territory, it's all gone. As I've been warning, I was told by the developers, the troubleshooting staff, whatever, service staff, that we couldn't build any more of those buildings because that event had ended and those buildings will disappear. I've been telling people that, and I got a text message from one of my players like, "Hey, what's going on?" The Alliance Center's gone. All my troops came home because we were hiding our troops in the Alliance Center so people couldn't kill us when they tried farming us. It was a pretty good tactic. It was working really well. So they're gone because a new event has finally begun, or it's about to begin in a matter of hours. 8 hours and 2 minutes and 14 seconds for the Reign of Chaos. Now let's look at the instructions, okay? I'm new to this game compared to these bigger alliances, so I'm trying to learn this stuff as much as I can to try to help the guys I got under me, to help them understand what's going on, if we're going to be able to participate. If I have a feeling we're going to be able to kind of participate, but I don't think we're going to be able to get fully into it because I don't think we're going to be able to gather enough of these stones, and I'll explain that in a minute. So the first thing is the Alliance buildings, these Alliance Center. So this green line must be the first ring, or whatever they're calling it, and you got to build somewhere in there, in that green zone up there. You can see anywhere all the way around the map in that green zone apparently is going to be, what do they call it? Place Alliance Center in order the season kicks off. The building Alliance Center. This doesn't tell me in that one. Okay, to build the Alliance Center, these have these stone blocks in the Alliance warehouse that can be consumed. It says stone blocks can be obtained from victorious tile battles, which is during the event, so that doesn't help us get the first one, really. Not really, because it's hella dangerous. Or redeemed with Alliance contribution at the Alliance store, and this is a big thing. This is what I've been trying to get my teammates to do, and we've had some of the active players that are following suit. It's working. If you go into the Alliance Center, and if you look in the store, so I can go into the restock section and I can pick from this and buy all this with, like, I'll see if you can see it up in the corner, like the blue shield with swords. Those are the points I can use, like the Alliance points I can use to purchase these items and put them on the store shelf for everybody to use those yellow sword shield points that they're earning to buy the stuff in the store and use them. I even have to buy them with, I have the blue points for the whole Alliance to put these on here, then I have my own points, the yellow ones, where I use to buy these things so I can use them. So it's, anyway, the stones, I've got 217 left. They're 100,000 for 1,000 of them. It's not just for one stone. So, and I don't know, the Alliance points, I had tens of millions, if not more. I can't remember how much I spent. I spent about all of it. I just pulled the slider all the way over as far as it would go and hit friggin' purchase, and I bought like 260 something of them. Then I used my points, which I had quite a surplus of, and I bought a shitload of them. And what I did was go into the Alliance building section. You notice it says Alliance Center 1, we can place it now. We can't yet. We can't place it until the event has started, but we've already qualified to place it. We've already donated enough of these stone to build it. The lower level players cannot hit view and then donate to that building. And I think I kind of screwed us up a little bit when I did this. The Alliance Center 1, if you're a lower level, you can donate from this screen up top, and then an R4 or an R5 like myself can use those and portion them out where they need to go from here. We have access to that and reissue them and donate them to the proper building for you. So, you know, if you're a lower power player and don't have full access to all this stuff, you can still participate, still help. So I urge anybody in this game, with even the smallest players, to put in an effort. You know what I mean? If you're active, give it a shot. If anything, you learn respect from the other players for even trying. I mean, that's my goal at this point. I mean, I don't have high expectations in this event, but I do want to make a showing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting in the effort. I'm trying to learn how to do this. And like I said, I kind of screwed up because I have other account with that I'm trying to build a farm that I can give to the Alliance so they can attack it when they need an extra boost in resources or whatever. But it's going to take me a while to build that up because I've been focusing on my main castle right now. But that's a slow build. Eventually I'll release it for everyone to hit. But I've been using that as a second player for now as well, for Alliance points and rallies and stuff like that. And what I did was, and that's how I know the lower level players can't contribute with that individual building, and so I donated to the top one. I did like an experiment to see how it works, and sure enough, my points from the farm went up in that top one, and then I went down to this one. After already donating everything I had, I hit donate, and it gave me access to a slider, and I slid it. I was like, oh, lo and behold, it was the amount that was in the first box back here. So I used those and placed them all in that building, which is probably going to be a bummer, because we really needed those stones for the next building. Because here we go, back to the rules. So the first building you do is that Alliance Center. And once you build that alliance center, you can build what they're calling honor structures. And one of those structures is the coalition base camp. Really need that kind of first before we do another alliance center. So that's what I mean. I kind of screwed up by wasting those stone, allocating them to that already. But learning, live and learn. At least we don't have a lot of active players and didn't have a shit ton in there. It was stone I put in there with the other account anyway, so I fucked it up. Anyway, what the coalition base will do is it will heal your soldiers that get wounded during this event, and that's very important because they're gonna get really wounded hard if we participate the way we're supposed to. And here's why. You need them to be able to heal because you need to get these new tiles. There's new tiles on the map. Okay, you have normally your normal resource buildings, right? Your lumber, some of the normal ones, iron, but anyway, but now there's these new ones that are all over the place, and they look like the crumbled ruins, right? This one is a non-functioning quarry, level 5. Do not hit occupy until we have that coalition center to heal people, because if you hit view, you look at this rebel zeal, and look at the current loyalty in red. I know it's small, but the current loyalty is 1. Usually they're 0, so 1. That's kind of new. Suffer 58.93 total HP damage each turn. So you lose more than half your strength every turn. There's going to be raiders attacking these tiles that when you go to occupy them, you need to take charge of them. You're going to battle it out for these tiles and claim them in the name of our alliance. But there's going to be a battle over them. It's not like the regular resource buildings. You don't just go and hit gather. There is no gather button. You need to occupy it, and that's dangerous because more than half your power every hit, more than half your HP every hit. We're gonna go through troops like friggin' dragon fodder. You know what I mean? It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad for us small players, because these other guys, they've got like tens of millions in power of just troops to friggin' kill off and do this. So us smaller people that really don't have that much to spare, like I'm just reaching 5 million. I'm at 5.2. I think we've got another player that's getting close to 2 mil, and then everyone else I believe is under 1 million. You know what I mean? We don't have the numbers. Just by the sheer numbers alone, we're not even going to make a dent in this event. But like I said, I want to make a showing and at least try. So it's very crucial that we get that other building first to heal everybody. The coalition base camp. We need that base camp, but then we also need something called a frontline workshop, which apparently I guess we're going to be collecting resources from these occupied tiles, but they're not good or something. They need to be processed and upgraded so that they can be used to upgrade, to increase processing. You can upgrade it to increase processing speed, but you need to process these resources before they can even be used to create more buildings. There is a lot to this event. This is kind of weird. This is why I don't think we're going to be able to fully carry this on, but As far as territory, these are the tiles, right? These crumbly tiles. You go and you occupy. No adjacent tiles. It needs to be, I guess, maybe in those green ones. It needs to be near you. I don't understand the adjacent thing. We had an issue with that trying to fight another Alliance command center and stuff. Zoom back in. So you can't do that side because it's not. But you can do that. You set your troop there. They go. They fight. I guess you win it. And what was that? It went too fast. I couldn't read what that option was. It goes so fast and you can't pause that video. So next time it clicks an icon, what does that icon say? Right now. Something vibration. What? Confirm. I couldn't read it. It's too fast and it's kind of blurry. Anyway, you occupy tiles in the world. The higher the lower tile, the higher level its production and influence value. Influence value? Oh my god. Each type of tile yields a unique type of resource that cannot be used directly. Like I said, you need that processing center. Process them at the frontline workshop, so you got to build that building too. So we need 2 more buildings before we can even really start doing this. Really get into it anyway. And they need to occupy the tiles in order, starting from level 1 tiles. So you can't even go and grab like a level 7 or a level 8. You have to go and occupy a 1. Prove you're worthy of getting that level. Same as it was with the Marauders. You couldn't attack a higher level Marauder until it says you cannot accept this challenge until you've defeated this nut level of, and you work your way down and find the lowest one you're allowed to get, and then work your way up. I guess this is going to be the same way with the tiles. We got to like occupy level 1s, level 2s, level 3s, and work our way up. So that'll be. It's kind of. It seems like it's going to be a long event and tedious. I hope it's long, because if it's a quicker event, like the smaller people like us aren't going to be able to make it this far. You need to occupy the tiles in order. You can only occupy tiles adjacent to the ones held by you or your alliance members. Held by. So what? Adjacent to the castle, for one, your castle, I guess. And then maybe adjacent to the tiles themselves after the fact, because you've occupied. We'll find out when we get there. That like I said, I'm fairly new to this game, and some of these challenges are pretty involved. Tiles can be abandoned, but it'll take some time to complete the abandoning process. So there's a cooldown period if you want to freaking drop one that you don't need. So be careful which ones you occupy, I guess. Make sure you grab the ones you need right off the bat. I'm guessing the ones with resource buildings in them, and not the blank ones in those green squares. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, see, he was in an alliance building. He went after it. And it becomes a green square. It must be part of his occupied territory now. I don't know. Interesting. So now there's this rebel zeal. This is what I was talking about. The loyalty and the damage. The 58 point something % damage you're going to take. If we don't have that building that heals them, we're going to be screwed. Each tile is taken by zealous rebels. The closer you are to the world's center, and the higher the tile level, the higher the rebel zeal will be. So obviously that's why we're starting in the outer ring. The furthest away from the center will be the lowest amount of zeal we might have a chance, at least maybe in the first ring. If we can get enough stone and stuff to donate to start building the other buildings when it starts. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. It's going to cost too many troops, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give it a shot and see how bad it is without the coalition center to heal them. See if, you know, the tents in our castles take care of it, or if they get killed and sent to the shrine, or what the deal is. I don't know. I'm gonna take the hit and find out for us. Maybe with the farm, so I don't hit my big castle. I don't know. But I want to at least figure it out and let my members know before everybody goes crazy with it and starts killing off their troops and freaks out. Alright, if they'll hire the rebels, if not, you will suffer some damage in proportion to your remaining HP each round. You may win the battle, but will pay a price. Soldier loss. See, this is what I'm worried about. When your legion's loyalty is higher than the rebel zeal, you can occupy the tile without getting hurt at all. So it's your own legion's loyalty that is in question here. That this is what? So how do you make your own legion more loyal? Loyalty can be increased by upgrading the coalition base camp, or unlocking Blue United Research specializations. What the? Blue United Research? What? Where's that? So there's another one we gotta try to figure out, because maybe that's a way some of us smaller guys will be able to handle this. We not maybe be able to upgrade the base camp, but maybe we can get that research specialized. I don't know, because that's probably not going to cost stones. That's going to probably cost some weird coin or badge or something that we earn by killing people or killing ourselves. I don't know. It's gonna be something like that. Abandoning, I guess. What is that saying? Occupy, march. They win it. The rebel zeal. It doesn't. Whatever. Does it say what their zeal is? Yeah. Oh, I think it said 10%. Loyalty 101%. Suffer nothing. Oh, okay. So he went after one they wouldn't get hurt in at all. Gotcha. It was just, okay. How they got to over 100%. Upgrading the coalition center or that blue research. See, you can study specializations at the Institute of War. Okay, where's the freaking Institute of War? By consuming some specialization points. And where do you get the specialization points? I mean, look, there's so many. That's why I say this is probably going to be a long, like months and months long. I don't know. This is going to be crazy. So, and there are battling. We do fight each other. It is going to make everybody turn on everybody. So the farming will begin as well. Beware. But unlock some active skills. Specialization points can be obtained by increasing the honor level. The honor level can be increased by gaining a certain amount of honor points. Dude, really? Each time your honor level, how do you obtain the honor points? It doesn't even it doesn't say. Each time your honor level increases by 1 level, you will receive 1 specialization point. Honor points can be obtained by occupying territory. Okay, it does say by occupying territories, constructing honor structures, or using the honor point items in your bag. I mean, it's almost comical how intricate and difficult they're making this out. It's I mean, look, I still got 3 more freaking rules here. Special training. Send troops for special training on occupied tiles to obtain massive hero experience and honor points. Send troops for special training occupied tiles. What on somebody else's occupied tile? On ones that we've occupied? Occupied by what? By who? Let's see. Settings, special training. So it's one he's already owned. It's green. But you gotta fight for it. What? There's gonna be a battle there. I wonder how much loss he took on that one. Or if loyalty affects that. Oh, it's almost comical. I have to laugh, or it's gonna drive me insane trying to remember all this and try to get people that barely play or play at all different times all around the world to follow suit and work together on this. It's gonna be, let's just say my alliance isn't as far along as I would like it to be for something like this. But again, like I said, I do at least want to make a showing, let people know we're gonna try, we're gonna go for it. Eventually, we will be there. You know, it might be next year. You know what I mean? But I mean, this is how long people play this game for years, and we're several years behind. Declaring war. This was when the event is underway. You can declare war on any alliance that is not in the truce status in the same group. That alliance cannot refuse to join the war. So if someone declares war on you, you got it. It's automatic. You're gonna fight. The alliance management can set the truce time. I guess I'll have to figure that out. During a truce, alliances cannot declare war and cannot be declared war upon. So it's an official nap. There must be a button, and there's a timer you can set now that actually it's an official nap. Everybody in chats are calling this thing that there's this mutual agreement to not attack players from our state. It's called NAP, not attack players. This is like an official nap function they've added to the game now, apparently. The event has a prep period and a warring period. Prep period lasting 30 minutes. Oh, you only have 30 minutes to prep. Like any small alliance is going to be able to do much in 30 minutes. And no points can be gained during this period. You can place the alliance rally point, though. The alliance rally point. That's the first mention of that. Warring period. Occupy enemy tiles and destroy their buildings and alliance centers to attain declaration points. Oh, goody. So, as much as you've worked as a small alliance to get just enough stone to actually place the first friggin' alliance center, the very first building, they can tear it down. Oh, shit. Like I said, we're never going to accumulate enough stone with the few active players we have. How to win a declared war. Have more points than your opponent as the end of the warring period. At the end of the warring period. As the end of the warring period, or reduce your opponent's points to the level of defeat. It actually says as of the end of the warring period. Declaring war on other alliances and emerging victorious will help you reap a large amount of season points from the opponent. Season points. If you are defeated in the declared war, a certain amount of season points will be taken from you by the opponent. So if you lose season points. If you win, you get a shitload of season points. Okay, here we go. Season points. During the season, occupy territories, building honor structures. This was the whole point of the last 10 instructions, I guess. And declaring war can all grant you some season points. So everything we do in the process of this grants us some points while we do it, okay? The higher the alliance's score ranking at the end of the season, so I'm guessing all winter long, they're gonna, like I said, I think it's gonna be a long event because we had the alliance centers for over a month when I started playing. I had just found that function and was starting to do it, and apparently that was like at the tail end of whatever event they were for because the icon to build them disappeared, even though we still had buildings for a while. And that's when I contacted the service department and said, "Hey, well, why did that disappear?" And they informed me that was part of an event. I was like, "Oh, I thought that was part of the game. You gain territory and try to spread." Like, nope, those disappear. I'm like, well, that sucks. So this is something similar. I don't know about the first Alliance Center, if that's going to be anything like the Alliance Command Centers were, like you can garrison. But then the Coalition Center is there to heal troops. There's a workshop to refine the crap that we get from the shitty resource plots that we have to fight to occupy, where we also have to occupy and then train our troops at some kind of university in our own occupied tiles. Okay? Totally separate from the universities in the middle that the Emperor drops down, and I still don't even understand that crap. I've been participating in that. I think I've done it like 3 or 4 times. I'm trying to do it as many times as I can. Supposedly after you do so many times you can do more than one queue at a time, so I'm trying to get built up because I guess you gain experience and other crap from it, stuff for the whole alliance. So I'm doing it for the team, you know, even though one of my teammates mentioned that now somehow in front of my name it's like a different alliance name because I've been to that university. I'm still this alliance, I'm still leader of this alliance, and it doesn't have that anywhere on my screens. So I'm like, what? It does? Really? Where? So somehow it affiliates you with that, with the alliance running that university in some way. I don't know. But this is not the same thing. Apparently what it was saying about the universe by studying the Institute of War, and there was another one about special training. Send troops to special training on occupied tiles. So it's not the same thing as his new stuff. And then, yeah, the season points. The higher the alliance score ranking at the end of the season, the higher the reward tier the alliance can get. I'm pretty sure if we end up on a tier, it'll be one of the bottom ones. We've been on several of the other event tiers. I don't know if any of my teammates have noticed. We were even like up somewhere like, what was it, 12th? I think on one of them. So, you know what I mean? Not top 10. We're almost there. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff we've been able to actually participate in, we've actually come close to being a contender. You know what I mean? So we're almost there. We're going to keep trying. Oh, we got some mail here. Victory. This is what I'm talking about, the Clash of Provinces. I mean, this is an entire state thing, but I've been encouraging my teammates to participate in the daily challenges, trying to remind them, hey, today it's building buildings. Today it's gathering resources. Today, you know what I mean? Get on it, you know, and do your part. Try to, you know, every little bit helps. And I don't know if any of my teammates have been noticing this, but our state has actually been kicking ass. Last time it was state 1135, our direct neighbor, and like our state won every friggin' event. Although this is confusing me because this is saying that our state has, what is that, 12.5 billion combined power or something, and the one we're going against has 0. So there's nobody on that state at all. It's a blank state. hey, maybe it is. Maybe I ought to move to that state and try to become emperor of that one. I'll have to go look at that. Maybe we can move the whole alliance to that state and just take over the whole state, be the only people there. I mean, am I understanding that wrong? 12 billion. It's got to be the combined power of everybody on the state, or the amount of points we obtained working to get. No, because it says this guy earned 500 million on his own. So we ranked 335. You know, that's way down there, but it's not the bottom. You know what I mean? And we made almost 6.5 million in province contribution. So you know, we almost made 6. We did all right for our size. Not bad. Just claiming rewards, and everybody in the alliance gets this. I think everybody in every alliance gets these rewards, and depending on their rank, how much they get of them. You know, we were 335, and we still got a bunch of shit. So I mean, that's pretty. Every little bit counts, man. Even for the little guys. That's how we grow. That's how we get bigger, and we sneak up on them by being relentless and actually doing it. Anyway, so that was, yeah. So watch out for those. Don't occupy those yet. At least not before the event starts. You're gonna lose hella troops. You can see in the chat of it. Been telling them, trying to describe what's going on out there on the map. Don't touch those yet. Big letters. Do not occupy. Blah blah blah. Okay. So I try to keep my alliance members informed, and like I said, I'm trying to learn this stuff so I can relay the info to them if they don't understand it. Some of them don't speak English. Some people in here, I have to always keep hitting the translate button, which is an awesome feature. That's how we can play with people all around the world. This translate button is pretty neat. Oh, I got some White Crow left to do. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on and try to describe what's going on with the new event. Hopefully my members find this and view it maybe, and kind of understand what we're going to try to do, so that we're all on the same page and people don't accidentally start placing the wrong kind of buildings at the wrong time and screw us out of getting the right ones we need first, you know. Which I'm sure will probably happen. I've only got one legion in the castle right now. I pulled in to do the White Crow. The rest are gathering because that was one of the goals in the challenge. I think it's the Clash. And Clash of Provinces, it looks like it's no longer on the list. That's the end of the Clash of Provinces. Interesting. You know, the center of the map, like they were saying, there's the center. And I don't know if they're gone. Oh, the universities and stuff are all still there. But I was talking about that the new emperor, each emperor, I guess, places these universities and puts, like, some of the top 3 alliances or whatever in charge of it. The top 3 contenders in the battle for the throne. I don't know. Haven't even looked at participating because to let them friggin' beat the crap out of each other, they just wipe the floor with us. There would be no point, and we wouldn't be able to grow because we'd all be trying to recover, retraining troops when we should be friggin' upgrading and training more instead, you know, building the numbers up, not recovering them. Which was part of my tactic of hiding the troops in the command centers, garrisoning them in the command centers, because they wouldn't get killed, they would only get wounded. The ones left over in the castle that weren't queued to a legion would get wounded in the tents, and you could revive them without having to retrain everything. And that's why I've grown over 5 million, even after getting beating the crap out of trying to defend everybody. I was able to recover everything. Because most of the farming and stuff that I suffered, I used that tactic and saved my troops. The only real loss was when I actually fought back and really took a big beating trying to defend everybody all at the same time. It was wild. I think I posted about it. I talked about it. I finally just recovered all of them. All of them. They were in the shrine. The dead ones. I guess I have zombies now or something. You can revive the dead guys. Like, what? Alright, let's do this last White Crow. Yeah, and there's another thing I want to talk about. And you get to a certain level in the White Crow, there's something new. Check this out. Go. Oh my gosh. There's something about crafting Lord equipment. Lord equipment. Where the hell? I don't know if maybe I'm not at the right castle level to continue and do this right, because let's see, where was it? Go to this and Thorn armor, how to obtain. A mineral store. Well, I don't have a mineral store. I don't have a mineral store. I'm guessing maybe that's one of the buildings you get at level 20 or maybe 25. And then this Woodward fella, it took me a while to figure this out. This Woodward guy, I'm like, who the hell is Woodward? What? So I started playing Where's Waldo with Woodward. And then I realized when you're out on the map, the search button where you can find all your marauders and stuff. Real quick reference: you need a level 2 sword guy. So you go to the Iron Swordsman, find yourself a level 2 or whatever, and hit go. It goes to within a certain radius. I think it's like 100 kilometers. It'll go to randomly one of that level in that radius, if there is one of that level. Like there are some that aren't there. You go to, oh, that one has a 15. Destroyer. Like there's a destroyer here. And then I noticed these are, looking at this, I came out like, wait, who the hell is this Ferocious Zoltar? I've never seen that one before. That wasn't on the list. Like, where the hell huh? And then the White King. I've been seeing people up on the ticker across the top, congratulations, give the White King level 10 their first time, blah blah blah. I'm like, I thought I was part of a different event because I never seen it. And then the Savage Giant, the Giants was on there, but it was like after the Destroyer for the longest time. So those two are in there now, and then this Sinister Miner, like, what? And oh my goodness, who's that? That's Woodward. And there's nothing lower. Oh, there's nothing lower than level 25. It's 0 or 25 or nothing. Hit go. Nothing with 100 kilometers of your castle. Where the hell is he? So I've been doing this for like hours, trying to, looking slower, and like, okay, those are just giants. Looking for one with a level bar, because he's going to have a level bar. And plus, I'm looking for that big blue cape or whatever he was wearing, and that's the swordsman thing, or snake guy. It's one of the snake, whatever. I cannot find one. And it said something about being closer to the center, a higher level, blah, blah, blah. So I've been scanning around near the center as much as I can, trying to find this freaking Woodward guy. And I don't think there even is one until I get a certain level, because I don't think I can completely participate in that part of the White Crow yet. I think it has something to do with my castle level. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this game. I'm learning this as I go. I'm seeing this for the first friggin' time, going, what the hell? Yeah, and I just had another player asking me about the dragon dens in the White Crow. They just finally unlocked that level in the White Crow, and having been there already, I was eager to let them know, hey, that's one of my favorite ones. That's where you get your dragon experience and the Words of Wisdom books to upgrade and evolve your dragon and its skill and its level. That's how you upgrade your dragon shit. And those are my favorite. I keep going into the White Crow just looking for those. I don't care about the other ones. Maybe the troops, saving the troops and adding them to my roster. Those are my second. I look for those second. And then I do everything else. But I really want those dragon points. So I was able to relay the info, what I learned about those, to them because I've been there already. And again, now I'm at something new. I need to learn it. So when they get there, I can help them figure it out and go through it better and faster than I did. You know what I mean? Know what to do first, how to get ready for it, how to do. So I got to figure these out. And my guess is it's a castle level thing. I think I overshot my White Crow and maxed it out until I get to that castle level. The White Crow has reached the max level. So once you max your White Crow, that little icon pops up. And you have this thing. Something to do with crafting. But it's not in your blacksmith building. It's this whole different crafting screen. So that's something I gotta figure out and learn. And there's this. And it says castle level higher than 20. That's my first clue that I can't participate because I don't have my castle at 20 yet. And I'm hoping 20 will be alright because it says level higher than 20. So I might have to wait till I get to 21 to even start this. And I need to do the VIP 3 benefit quick completion of White Crow tasks. Yes, that was another thing you need to do. The quick complete. Friggin' VIP. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have been buying a lot of resources and stuff in the VIP store. Which I've been trying to inform my teammates. Hey, utilize everything you've got. You've got this gem store where you can go. Let me see. And that's not the only thing you can buy there. There's different tabs. You got the war. There's your advanced and random teleports and might increase your war horns. I can't remember what the war horns are for. I think they're for upgrading a building. You get buffs. You can get peace shields. More might increase, all that stuff. False army, anti-scout. Then of course you got the resource packages. And crafting bundles for the higher level crafting stages than you have already unlocked in, like, if your blacksmith isn't high enough level to do the dreadnought equipment to craft it and make the equipment for it, the materials, you can buy the boxes that gives you materials for those, and you can craft them. As long as you have the materials, no matter what level your blacksmith is, you can craft the higher level materials if you have the materials, and you can get them from these chests. So you don't have to upgrade and make the materials. You can actually buy them. It's kind of random. They're just chests. They open and you get whatever they give you. You know what I mean? But I've actually crafted quite a bit of stuff. I actually have some in waiting. I need to bring my troops home so I can update it, and swap out some of their stuff for the higher level stuff I crafted today. I'll show you. Where's the blacksmith? See, there's the materials. I've got 5 slots open, I think. Yeah. So you can queue ahead. Obviously, the only thing I can queue up are materials. See, I need to upgrade to level 9 just to do the dreadnought. I can't do the ranger. I can't do the steel cavalry. Alright, I can't make materials for those. But if I wanted to, if you had bought the boxes and got materials, let's just go to Dreadnought. There's some that say check and it'll show you what you need, but there's some, if you have enough, it says craft. You have the ability to craft some. Let's see what I have. I don't have any. I'm missing one ingredient to make the gray boot. But if I go to green, look, I have all the ingredients to make the next level up one. That's even better. Oh, look, my chances of getting the blue out of that, because there's one green still. It's supposed to be blue, but if you put a green in there, I have a 68% chance of actually crafting a blue one. Oh, I even have some orange and purple. I have some orange pieces, but it doesn't increase my chance enough of getting the orange to make an orange. I will most likely, because of the 70% chance, get a blue one out of that and waste that orange piece when I could have just gone to blue and used the green one. The crafting, it's pretty weird. But once you craft materials, craft a bunch of them, because you want the higher level. The better color is a higher grade material, so you can upgrade and make craft those higher grade equipment. So just keep queuing that crap and don't even look in here for a while, and then come in later on and look and see you get these ones with the arrows, the gray ones with the arrows first. Combine them. I hit combine all. Combine all. Combine all. Sometimes when you do it, it creates enough of another color to combine those. And it didn't this time. I didn't get to show you that. But that's how I've gotten to the purple up there. I've been doing this for a while. Because it takes like 3 or 4 of them of the gray to make one of the green. And then you gotta do that 3 or 4 more times and make enough of the greens, 3 or 4 of the greens, to upgrade them to a blue. And you need to do that again and again and again to create enough of them to make the blues and make enough blues to make freaking purples. I haven't even gotten to the orange this time yet. I have gone through and used a bunch of stuff. I think I had some orange and used them. But those are the ones that I can make. The ones I can't make yet, I still have a bunch of materials. That's why I can make stuff, because I got them from the boxes. The Ranger, the Steel Cavalry. I don't have any Tyrant or Immortal yet. So I can only create the materials for Scavenger, but I can craft as long as I have materials from those, the higher level ones. Oh, look, I can even upgrade. I've got enough of these to combine and made a better color. So yeah, that's me just trying to learn crafting that new thing. Where do you craft it? Is it just on that screen on the White Crow, which you need the building to get to from here, or I can go to the map and do it from the icon. So obviously higher than level 20. I'm guessing a 21 will do. And the VIP thing, yes, the VIP thing. I forgot about that one. I didn't show you that yet. I got bad guys in there now. VIP. It's got that raffle in here. Mine's in cooldown for the next one. And you get a free daily chest. And those raffle will give you points, and more points you earn, you level up to a certain level of privilege. I'm on 3 right now, which I think is what I need to fulfill the thing, but it also said I needed to research this. I think it was the quick complete White Crow tasks, and that costs 100,000 VIP points. I've only got 18,000 up in there, that little green box up in the corner. I've only got like 18,000 left, because I've been utilizing the power to purchase stuff with these points we earn to keep upgrading and building and doing what I need to do. And what I've been doing, I've been waiting until I have like a couple 100,000 up there, and then I'll just buy everything. It says purchasable too. You have a limit. I buy the limit every time when I go on a shopping spree. I limit everything out and blow all my points, which I have recently done before realizing I needed them to do that at the bottom. I wasn't worried about that at the bottom. I wasn't sure what it was for, but now that I know I need it for this, when I've gone through hundreds and hundreds of thousands of points, it kind of pisses me off. So now I'm gonna wait for the cooldown and try to get more points, and hope I get enough eventually to unlock the rest of that White Crow thing. I still get like the basic White Crow, the Dragon Den and rescue, all that, but I can't go any further. Same as with the story, they don't have a chapter 7 yet. I'm still waiting for chapter 7, bro. Come on. Or maybe that's part of the level up. Maybe that's the next step. I don't know. See, these other alliances have players that have been there for years and long done all that crap, and they probably forgot about it. It's probably been so long they probably don't even remember. We're just going through it now and catching up. And we're starting to have enough of the credentials for some of the bigger events to show up on our screen. Some of the lower level players in the alliance still don't see certain events and don't have access to them. So, you know what I mean? So we're all playing catch up. I'm trying to learn it so that I can show them, and that's what this video has basically been about. Just trying to show you what I'm learning about what's coming up. And it's going to start, like I said, like maybe another 8 hours, I think it was. So I'll be in bed when it starts, so either someone in my alliance will probably start diddling around and trying to figure shit out and place the first one or something and put it in the wrong spot, or I don't know, shit happens. But I'm just glad most of the active players have moved to my position before all this crap disappeared, because we had like 2 big blocks of territory here, and then we had, I think it was like 12 or 13 blocks or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think maybe 12 or so blocks are up in here, where all these guys are. So I marked all my teammates as friends so I could keep an eye on them a little bit. Some of them have disappeared. They've either moved or quit and gone off the map or something. You have to keep looking around, and every once in a while I'll notice one where there's no castle there anymore. Like, where'd they go? Who was that? And they just moved to another spot. And so I zoom out and I try to look for the blue pins, like that one. Okay, who's this? They're not marked. They must be somebody that moved. That might have been one of the ones that moved. Maybe they got ported. It could happen, and somebody friggin' farmed them and hit them so many times they got ported. Oh, there's another one. Oh, look, and there's one with nobody on it. See, that's what I'm saying. I've been trying to keep track, but shit keeps happening, and I don't understand. I don't see it. There was a guy right there. Yeah. Oh, there he is. He did move. He just didn't move to the territory. What happened? Or maybe... Yeah, he was in the middle of a bunch of other guys at one point. Maybe he still is. It's hard to tell now that the Alliance territories are all gone. Somehow his thing has disappeared. So I did have him marked. So he might have been one of the ones that moved earlier. There have been events where people have been going off to other states and attacking, because that's part of the challenges. Freaking So some of the people that disappear off the map might actually really be off the map, just temporarily. Yeah. I'd like to show you a little bit more about building and stuff, but all my queues are full right now. I've got this serious goal of trying to level up all my buildings to the same level as my castle before I move my castle on, which is really killing me now that I know I need to upgrade my castle to continue with that White Crow crap. You're killing me, dude. I want to keep advancing and learn more, but I do have a plan, a goal, and I want to stick with it. So my castle is level 19 right now. If you look at my resource buildings, everything's 19 so far. I'm getting close. We got lumber yards, quarries. I'm working on the finishing the charcoal workshops at the moment. There's the rest of the wood. I'm really getting close to actually achieving the goal. First, I'm doing all like the basic resource buildings: food, wood, iron, steel, ale, and then the workshop, the charcoal, because that's a basic resource. The other two, the Dragonite and the gem crystal workshop, they're on my next list because there's just so many. Those are like specialty items you need for certain buildings now at this level, and they cost so much freaking gold. You gotta use so much gold. You have to transfer gold to them for them to even produce anything. And major sound delay now. I wonder what that's all about. Something to do with the screen sharing app. Oh, just a reminder, you've got a dragon with powers that speed stuff up, but it has a time limit. Feed that bad boy and keep firing him up. Make sure he's running at all times. See, these are the dragon experience that you get from those dragon dens in the White Crow I was talking about. You use them here. And upgrade this bad boy. I'm trying to get to level 30 because oh, that's not the right one. I'm almost at the 1 star where I can start unlocking these. I'm almost there. But there's also the skill one. I've got 543 of these things, and the next upgrade only costs 160. But dragon's level too low, cannot upgrade it. There's a limit. You have to upgrade the dragon to get beyond level 10 skill. So, like I said, those dragon dens with the dragon experience points, that will get me to level 30. I'm on level 26 right now. Those are my favorites. So yeah, once I'm done with the resource buildings, my charcoal are the last ones. Then I move on to military buildings, and the medical tents I think I've already done. They're almost done. Got a couple left, still at 18. But I got the training grounds, they're getting close, they're at 17. That one's at 18. What are those called again? Those are encampments. They're close, I guess 16s. Just working on a couple as we speak. I've already begun. Oh, we got some people to promote. the shrine. Like I said, this thing, the Death's History, that thing was loaded with tens of thousands of troops because of that big battle I had. And I didn't even know they were all in there because I was looking on this screen, the deaths last week, and then the deaths this week. I've lost, what, 70 something people, 76 people, which is like minor. And they'll be in, and you can't fix them here. You can't revive them. They've got to be in there for a week. So come Monday, the start of the new week, they will be in that list, and I will be able to donate Marks of the Fallen and revive those last few. I think that was from some other battle thing I did. It might have been when I went after the level 20. I did a level 20 giant. Might have been from that. I think it was one before that, though. I don't know, I did something else crazy and killed some guys. Anyway. Yeah, I went after a level 20 giant, and it took me like 6 rallies to take all his HP and actually defeat him, and I had to go to my tents and heal in between every rally, because it was pretty bad. But yeah, this new event, the Chaos, Reign of Chaos, is going to be exactly that, because just trying to understand all the instructions, all the steps, all the logistics, and dealing with other alliances taking all that away from you all along the way is going to be a bitch. So, like I said, we're going to try to participate and do what we can, but I mean, I've already maxed out everything I could to get as many stone as I could to start building the first buildings when it begins. And again, I think I messed up by starting to donate to the second command center, because those 54,000 stone that I ended up putting in there would have probably been used better for the what was the next building called? Anyway, the other building we need to the coalition center to heal troops. The honor buildings, there we go, or whatever they were called. It's going to be chaos, just trying to figure it out, trying to help everybody else understand and get people coordinated to actually function better as a team. The Dragon rallies, the few players that we have that have been active have been really kicking ass on that. Unfortunately, they don't do as well without me. They need me to run the rallies and be the first person to send the. They need to queue up in my rallies, or they get hurt, they get wounded really bad, and without me, they can't seem to get the higher tier rewards. And because I have so many queues and so much power, I end up getting the 10 times rewards for everybody when I'm involved in it. And I encourage other players, send queues too, because I'll be sending all 4 of them. But if I see another teammate joining and setting a rally, I will save one of them to join their rally, so that their rally doesn't fail, and has power behind it too. And it's working. We almost did we hit stage 4? I think the last one we hit stage 4, which was like a first. Which was, and we almost finished it too. It was the HP was almost maxed out on that one. That was wild. So we're getting better at coordinating a little bit, but not well enough for some of this other stuff. And the Marauder attacks, we got another one of those coming up too. Let's look at that. These siege events. it sends zombies at you in 15 waves. Each wave is increasing in strength, and your castle has to fend them off. And if you fail to fend them off twice, you're out of the contest. If you survive the whole thing, there's a shit ton of rewards for everybody, and it's pretty cool. But I think it's only the people that survive the whole thing that actually get the rewards. So the whole point of that thing is for us to learn how to reinforce our weakest members and carry them through such a battle, and be able to protect them and carry them to the end, so that they also get the boosts and stuff. Like, so I keep trying to tell them, guys, if you have more than one legion, I've got 4. If you have more than one legion and their power is above 100,000, the level 1 siege, I'm not going to do that yet. The level 1 siege, I think the last wave is power of 80,000. So if you have 100,000 power in your legion, that'll make it through all 15 waves. If you have more than one legion and your extra legions are at least 100,000, send one to a neighbor. Reinforce a smaller friggin' player that doesn't have enough power to make it through. And you get extra points for that too. You score extra. No, you don't just get the rewards for surviving the siege, you get extra for each person that you've reinforced. I've got 4 legions. I keep 1 for my castle, and I reinforce 3 other players, so that when we all 4 of us make it through, I get freaking extra rewards for pulling them through, and they get rewards for making it to the end. So, I'm trying to encourage everybody to, when these things start, get prepared, warn everybody. Don't just, like, we have R4s that have discovered this, I guess, and started it without telling anybody. Multiple times. So nobody's ready, nobody's reinforcing anybody. Half the people are either freaking hiding the people in the command center at the time, or out gathering, so their troops aren't even at the castle to defend, and they lose both the first 2 waves, and they're done. And it could be the biggest player in the freaking team. He could be out gathering and not know this is happening, and be out in 2 waves. It sucks. So coordination. I've been trying to use these as exercises. This and the dragon rallies. These things, the dragon hunting rallies. I scored 16.3 million damage on the last one, and it reaped huge rewards. And the one before that, I think the whole total they got without me was like 28,000. That's it, or something like that. So I've been trying to get the people to understand we need to coordinate, double check, make sure people are online, make sure we're ready, make sure we understand the timer correctly, because I've started it falsely. I said, oh, it's going to be ready, we're going to do it in like 26 hours, but it's going to, or be ready, it's going to start. And no, it doesn't start when that countdown comes down. Once that countdown runs down, it's ready, and one of us higher ranks can go in and start it. And they've been doing that by accident, apparently. Like, I'll be telling people, hey, wait till after this time. Like, I'm at work or something, you know what I mean? After work, I want to do this, and try to reinforce people and see how many people we can get through, or find out when more people are online and try to make sure, like, I'm awake around midnight or something to try something like this dragon rallies, or, I've been trying to coordinate, and it's just, again, with everybody around the world, different time zones, across the international date line even, it's very extreme and difficult to rally everyone together and coordinate. So that's one of the things we're working on. That's one of the reasons I don't think we're going to have much luck with this big event, because there's so many details that we have to work together on. There's another thing going on right now. Before it's done, I wanted to see if this friggin' Dragon Master Rally thing has been going on for 20 hours or something, 24 hours. It started this morning earlier, like really early, or somewhere. When I came on, it had already begun, and I noticed that all four teams, we're the blue one, all four teams were scoring exactly the same number. Dead even, all four. I'm like, what the heck? And we had like 100 of these hearts, and I can't remember, like maybe a dozen or something of these horns or something. I can't remember how many I had. And there was a prompt telling you to friggin' hit that like button, hit that heart. So I hit that damn thing all 100 friggin' times, and our numbers started going up higher than the other three. And I hit the friggin' horn, and I used up all the horns, and our numbers went up higher than the other three. So I got on the chat, and I was telling guys, hey, get on there and check it out. If you have if you have the hearts, if you have the horns, use them. We're ahead of these guys now, and I don't think they've figured out how to do that yet. All three of them are still identical numbers. So they haven't used any of those boosts yet. None of them. So if we survive the next hour and 49 minutes with this lead, which we have I think we have 11,000 something. We have over 11,000 points on them. There's less than 2 hours to go now. I'm kind of excited to see what benefits we reap, what rewards we get, because I think we're going to win. Because we had several players actually found this and participated and actually friggin' used up all their shit just like I did. And that put us, like I said, 11,000 ahead with kicking ass. And mostly because these other players either haven't even realized that this is going, or don't realize that they have to use those, or maybe they're trying to save them. They think they're going to get something out of it. Like, I'd rather see what the rewards are and then try to see how many gems I get for unused items after the event, you know what I mean? So I think we're going to take this, which isn't really much to brag about, because like this guy right alone, his alliance is a whole total of 1 person out of 50 available in his alliance slots. 1 person. So I messaged him and I said, hey, if you want to join a team, hit me up. We're all about learning how to play the game and growing, you know, in case he was active. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it because he hasn't touched his friggin' points. And the other 2 are from different states, different provinces, so I didn't bother with them. But yeah, either they're inactive or just don't know what the hell's going on, so we're going to take that one. I'm glad we figured that one out. When I noticed it, I also noticed, a shout out to Dark Avian. Apparently they found it first before they were up earlier than me, or up later than me last night or something. They got into it. They were the first name on the list of people who supported and hit their like button. And it doesn't scroll all the way to the beginning. Most of mine aren't even on there. I got 2 right there, but those are just floating messages. I'm gonna put victory as ours. A little preemptive, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna take it. Like I said, it's been going for almost 24 hours, and their points are still all identical. So I know for a fact that none of them have found the screen and used their buffs or their boosts or whatever you want to call them. So in 2 hours, I think we're gonna win that. What other events are going on? These things, oh my gosh. I can't remember how certain events, certain progress you make rewards you with these swords, and then you gotta use them down here at the bottom. You click that thing on the bottom. I don't have any right now. And you get scores up here in the top screen where this castle or this statue thing is. And each one you release gives you a certain score, and that yellow slider goes up, and every level you pass, you get these rewards. I noticed that the free one has some good shit in it. The first row has some good stuff. But the 2 that you pay for, I noticed have the marks of the fallen, those candles. With all those people I had in my shrine from that big battle I had taken out, So I ended up saying, what the hell, and I bought the third one to unlock it, all of them. So I ended up getting quite a few. See, the first row even had some. The free row on level 5 had some of those Marks of the Wisdom. But then I got so far down, and then I realized, wait a minute, that last row has a bunch of them, and I needed a bunch of them. So I paid. I know I said at the beginning of these videos that I wasn't going to be buying shit. I don't even know if I want to show you. There's a list somewhere that shows you all the gift packs you bought. I don't think I even want to show you. I don't remember where the hell that is. I think it's in the mail, isn't it? Oh, it is. I said I wasn't going to buy anything, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever. Yeah, I've made some purchases. Mostly they're the like the $1 ones or the $4.99 ones. But like I said, that one, it was like $24.99 to unlock the last tier with all the friggin' marks that I needed. 35 my dead people. So I bought it. Yep, I bought it. And I even used them. I've been sending some to my Alliance members because you can donate to other people. So he's looking for about 22,000 of them. I've given him thousands at this point. I don't want to give them all to him because I mean I have enough to almost give him all of them. But I have a bad feeling we're going to be needing those a lot soon, so I'm holding on to the bulk of them for a while. I haven't been stingy. I have given them, I've been giving out stuff. But I do got to hold off myself too, you know what I mean? I can't really be completely selfless. Because I do want to be the leader. I want to be able to be strong enough to be able to help out and do some of this other stuff, so I need to make sure I can take care of myself too. Can you tell I feel guilty about holding on to all those even though I know he needs them? I'm trying to convince myself it's okay that I didn't give them all to him. Anyway, so that's what's going on with the event, and that's why this shit disappeared. Another one like this with the stuff you collect. Where is it? That's not it. Oh, this one I haven't figured out either. I started that one and I don't get it. I think it's like you have to pay more. Mostly you have to pay for. I don't think the other ones are all done. Huh. Yeah, I guess so. I guess they disappeared when the new event started. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, this one is another one I paid to unlock the other tier because it had the dragon experience. Look at all the and it had the Marks of the Wisdom. So, these are the two biggest purchases I made recently. Was to unlock that other, because I was all the way at the bottom at the 15 plus. You just keep getting 19 friggin' 1 hour speed ups now every time you level that up after level 15. And I'd already made it to the bottom, and I was like, wow, look at all this stuff I hadn't friggin' claimed because I paid to unlock it. I was like, you know what, I usually wouldn't, but I really need those thousands and thousands of friggin' marks of the fallen, so I did it. Did to that one and that sword one. But yeah, we're an hour and 41 minutes to go and still getting it. And actually one of these, I was surprised, one of these guys, this one only has 6 people, so I don't expect much action from that. Oh, where'd it go? That one. This one has a full alliance, 50 out of 50 people, and still not one of their players, not one of them has pushed either the heart or the horn on the screen and boosted their freaking points and tried to get ahead. So they get a 3-way tie, and we're just ahead of all of them. It's almost a hollow victory knowing that, like, they're not even trying. But it's good for us because we're so small. It helps us. We actually got to participate, and we're going to win something. So that'll be cool. That'll put our name on some leaderboard somewhere for people to see. Hey, there's that Divinity team again. What the heck? There they are again. I keep getting messages from the top 3 alliance leaders and stuff, asking me to join them, asking me how many people do I have that are actually active on the team. We have room for all of them. They keep saying, we'll take them all. We just merge with us, and blah, blah, blah. You're never going to make it through the chaos events. You're never going to survive. And I'm like, I'm not being mean, just trying to be honest and trying to help out. I'm like, no, sorry. I even put a shout out in the chat to my alliance guys. If you want to go to a bigger alliance, I hold no grudge. I do not. I understand. If you want to, get into more of the game, even though you're not big enough to participate, at least you'll be able to see it in action and see what the other players are doing. Again, more power to you if that's what you need. But I keep telling these guys, I know I'm dedicated to my team, to my mission, which is to learn this game and help teach my teammates so they're not going blind. I've heard some stories of another alliance where their leader is just kind of an asshat and is leaving his teammates out to dry, and a lot of them have been confused and don't even understand what the hell's going on. Why are they letting people attack them? Why are they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? And they've joined other alliances saying, man, you don't understand, this guy, like, he's screwing us. He's supposed to be our leader and he's screwing us. You know what I mean? I'm hearing stories from some other teammates, other teams that I talk to. Because that's the whole point, get to know the other alliances, get to know their leaders and whatnot, and try to build a rapport, try to, grow your friendships and your allegiances with other alliances, so that when the time comes, when one of you are in power, you're in good company. You know what I mean? You're not one of the ones getting screwed. So yeah, we're trying to network a little bit, trying to make sure everybody's kosher, and trying to be respectable, especially to the big guys offering me, a spot on their team. I was like, no, dude, I'm not leaving these guys. I'm not disbanding it. I'm not merging with anybody. I really want to make this team name a name in the top tier. And I keep telling them, I understand we're not big enough for these things. And I understand that we've all been playing for years, and that's what it takes to get there. And I'm on it. I'm in for it. I'm down for it. Years of growth and expansion and learning and networking with other players and getting to know people around the world. That's pretty cool. Outside the war element of it, and people actually pissing each other off, get talking to some of these people, get to know them. There's actually some people out there. I have no idea who they are, what their real freaking names are, but I've had some pretty encouraging conversations with some of these people. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so bad out there. I think we'll be all right. I think with time we might make it. They don't think so, and they're not shy about saying it, but I think that's just because they want to recruit me. But I think we'll make it. So it's just trial and error, man. Learn, live and learn. And at the end of the day, guys, remember, whether you're winning or losing or getting your ass kicked, getting yelled at by some guy in a foreign language. It's just a game, guys. Don't get so butthurt over people not following the rules. I've got a rogue player. He's not big enough to be a problem, but he is active enough to be a nuisance. And I keep warning the guy, like, man, don't step on any toes, guy. Don't piss these guys off. I mean, I'm not going to be able to help you. These guys are way, way bigger than me. And I'm trying to make friends with some of these guys in case we have issues with these other states. You know what I mean? Don't piss these guys off. And he's out there friggin'... He's discovered the chats. There's so many chats. So you get your alliance chat. You get the province chat. We've got an alliance announcement channel. We've got the side chats. We've got the language channel. We've got the province channel again. We've got individual people that message me. Like, this is a guy from another alliance and speaks in some whole... I have to translate every single text he sends. There's just so many, and I noticed him. He was out in like the language or the province chat, friggin' sharing locations of all these big players' castles. Like, I found this guy's castle, these coordinates. Because it's an automatic message. Like, you find it and just hit the share button and it'll share. But depending on what chat box you have left open in the bottom, like right now, I think it's in the world chat. It's on his chat. So if I go back to my alliance chat, now it's my alliance chat down the bottom. So whatever one he has it, locked in at the bottom, and when he finds something out on the map, and he friggin', I'll say, you can share. Oh no, that's not the share button. Sorry. You can share, and you can tell it where to share to, and he's been experimenting, I guess, with all these. I don't know. And like I said, he's been freaking tagging all these big players, all the top 3 player teams, all their shit, all their castles, and I've seen him send scouts, and I've actually seen him send attacks to these guys. I'm waiting for one of them to message me saying, "What the hell, guy? Freaking, we're gonna kill him, and if he doesn't stop, we're gonna come after all of you." I'm just waiting for it to happen. So I warn him, but. Like I said, he's not big enough to be a problem, but he is active enough to be a nuisance, and I hope they understand in the spirit of it all. Like I said, at the end of the day, guys, it's just a game. So, you know what I mean? We got a rally going on. Who's rallying? Who's rallying? Where are you? How far away are you? $406. I don't think I can get there in time. Wow, no. That's way off the map. I can't reach him in time. I'm gonna try to message him. Where was that? Zoom in. I'm gonna try to message him real quick. Closer to us so we can join your rallies, or you can piggyback off our bigger players' rallies. Move closer to us so we can join your rallies, or you can piggyback off our bigger players' rallies. Because if I join his rally, even though I'm a huge player, he's going to take all the losses and hits because he's a smaller player and he strikes first because he led the rally. But if he joins one of my rallies, I take all the hits, and I usually don't get damaged unless I take on a little too high of a level. And they get no damage, no losses, and they get 100% of the rewards just like I do. So it's better off asking a bigger player, "Hey, are we doing any rallies? I need my 2," because you need dailies. I'll show you those too. daily tasks. Kill marauders, blah blah blah. So I've already done most of them, so you won't be able to see them. Where did it go? Alliance Rally. That orange one. Beginner level, I think it's like join one rally. And higher levels, there's like 2 or 5, depending on what level you are. So you'd be better off, looking for a bigger player and just join theirs. And yes, I'm closing it out because that's about it. I just wanted to try to throw out as much information as I could about some of the events going on and how we're going to try to tackle them, or at least attempt them, how we're going to approach things. So I hope to see you there. I hope some of my Alliance members found this video and followed along. And thank you for watching. I've seen a bunch of you pop in and out. There's no comments, or I would have responded, because you can see on the screen. I'm pretty sure the camera's backwards and I'm pointing at it correctly right now. The screen over there, your comments would have shown up. So, but again, remember, it's just a game at the end of the day, guys, and it's there to have fun. So don't take too much to heart. Don't get pissed off at other people, and don't let them get under your skin when they try to. It is a war game after all. They're gonna try to get in your head, and if they've got you shook, then once they've got you shook, you're no good as a player, honestly, because you're gonna be going on impulse and on emotion and not thinking and not reacting properly, and you're gonna get screwed. Anyway, play safe, guys. Game on. Peace out.